Hello, I'm Pastor Dave, and this is your 3-minute Monday morning sermon recap for February 8th, 2021. Here we go. There are times in our lives when we have a lot going on, and we can start to feel overwhelmed. And during times like that, we know exactly what we need to do, because from time to time, we all need a break. We cannot always be doing something. There are times that we need to relax and unwind. We need to give our minds and bodies a break. And it's important from time to time to take it easy. And there is a biblical basis for this. As we see in Mark chapter 1, from time to time, even Jesus needed a break. Yet, when we look at those times when Jesus took a break, we can see kind of how we should be taking these breaks and what we should be doing in them. First off, there are times when we need to be alone. I'm not saying this because I'm an introvert myself, but we can see Jesus that when he needed to go and pray, he went away from the group. He didn't bring everyone with him. Even the times he brought one or two with him, he still went further without them. He knew it was important to be alone, because when there's others around, they have needs. They want something from us. So we kind of need to separate ourselves from others. Maybe you want to bring your pet with you because they can have a calming effect. But generally speaking, we need to be alone from time to time. But there's also something that the break should fulfill. There's a specific need. And that is that there are times when we need to completely disconnect from the world. I mean, we really are way too connected now, and sometimes we have to sever those. Some things we probably should disconnect from completely and never go back. But we need to take time and not be attached to our phone, not be glued to the television, not be just scrolling on the internet. We need to separate ourselves from the world as a whole. And that's something that Jesus did when he went away. It's part of the whole point of a retreat, is to get away from the world in which you live. But then there's the other part of that retreat, that spiritual practice, and that is that many times we need a break to reconnect with God. That's what Jesus did on these breaks when he went to pray. He was away from the world, he was away from the distractions, away from the disciples, so he could reconnect with God and pray to God and listen to God as well. And it's the same for us. But there's a thing about breaks. There comes a time when the break needs to end. We can't stay on break forever. We have to get back to work. So when you need those moments to reflect, to reconnect with God, to refresh yourself, take them. But remember, we can't fulfill Christ's mission in this world and in our lives if we're constantly on break. So when break time's up, it's time to get back at it. So that's your recap for this week. Remember, we worship at 8:45 Sunday mornings at East Salem, 10:15 at Otterbein. We live stream the East Salem service on the East Salem UMC Facebook page. Until Sunday, I'm Pastor Dave, and I hope to see you in the pews.